Hi, everybody. It is Deanna, and this is the collective consciousness reading for August the 5th, out until 7 days from today. So, I'd like to introduce myself. I help spiritual seekers who are ready to come out of the chaos and to discover the power within themselves. I also read Akashic records. So, if you need any help with that, let me know. Otherwise, let's do the collective consciousness reading. I usually put this in writing and send it out to my emailing list. However, there's so much happening on our planet right now that I thought, well, I better get on. It'll be more efficient to tell you what's happening than to actually write it out. So if you are interested in your collective consciousness reading, stay close. I will go through each one of the star signs very quickly. If you like this video, please click follow, because when I come on, you'll get notifications I'm live, and you can also click share. So what's happening, everybody? What's going on in the world? Right now, there's a big dynamic shift because of the placement of the planets on our Earth. We have Lionsgate, we have Saturn in retrograde, and a bunch of other planets adding to the party, which is changing our world. And what that means to you is that if you are feeling different things I'm going to mention tonight very quickly, if you're feeling these things, it means you're spiritually awake, aware, and alert. And this is your time. This is your time to accelerate. This is your time to move forward in space and time. And so you might think that the world's coming to an end. I know I've had a lot of things drop into my life unexpectedly, bills that I wasn't expecting, people coming forward that I wasn't expecting. And it's just a lot of juggling of relationships, of money, and your health. And it can seem extremely overwhelming. Please know that as we go through these times, things are going to shift. So we had the full moon on August the 1st, and a lot of people called me and they said, hey, I'm having strange and really bizarre dreams right now, and they don't make any sense, and there's something that I wouldn't have participated in, just really weird things. Okay, I already got one of my readings right here, dropped out of the deck. And so if you are feeling that kind of expression, through weird dreams, maybe having trouble sleeping, please know that it is your subconscious mind that is working with the divine to shift things that are going on for you. So all that work you've done over the last couple of years as your shadow self, or working on your shadow self and releasing that and moving forward more positively in life, is now reflecting, if you will. It is now reflecting in your life. And the only way for you to move forward is if your conscious mind shifts. Actually, your subconscious mind has to heal, and then the conscious mind has to shift the way it interacts. So that is what is going on overall, collective reading for all the star signs in the collective consciousness. Now, I'm going to take each star sign one by one and break them up into different sections very quickly. And if you are feeling that pull, one of the things I wanted to offer you is down here in the description on YouTube. If you go down there, you're going to find a link to my Facebook page. And today I did a presentation on the 4 pillars of manifesting. So if you've tried to manifest in every way, shape, and form, and you just can't seem to make it work, I have the secret, and it's in there. It's not the secret, but it is the 4 pillars of manifesting, and it's why it isn't working for you. And it is so pertinent. I asked my guides about it because I had some things I wanted to get done in my life, and I felt like I wasn't, going forward. I was stuck. I was so over it, and I was in overwhelm. How many of you feel like that? And so a couple of weeks ago, before Lionsgate, I asked my guides, I'm like, how do I go forward? How do I succeed in all the chaos that I see around me? And they gave me 4 pillars. I'm sharing it for absolutely free. There's absolutely no charge for it. Today's August 5th, 2023, and that information is going to be free and available on my Facebook page. There is a link down here below on YouTube to my Facebook page, where you can just type in my name, Deanna Gloyd, and you'll find it. And there is a video, and there is a Lionsgate workbook or guide for you. And it's all free of charge. And it will be up there until Tuesday. And then after that, I will switch it over to a different platform. So right now it is free. Go grab it for yourself. You don't have to give me your email or anything else. Just go get the information. If you don't have a Facebook page, you're like, I'm not really that into social media, don't worry. Just reach out to one of your friends and say, hey, can I come over and we watch this? So anyway, it is free to you. And I've already had people today to tell me when I did the live, that they loved it so much that they felt like they were poised and ready to move forward. And that's all they needed was the information that I gave them. But I did give that information one time before in a private group the day before Lionsgate opened, and they found it equally as wonderful. And so if you grab that information, the 4 pillars of manifesting, it is information that nobody else that I know of anyway is handing out or has talked about in the past. Maybe, but I just haven't read it or I don't know about them yet. Okay, here we go. So the big picture that everybody knows and understands and realizes is that where we are in time and space, things are manifesting very quickly. There's a lot of things I feel like popcorn that are going off, that are coming out of nowhere. Unexpected bills are coming up. Maybe you're struggling with your health. Maybe you're struggling with your relationships and you feel like you just don't resonate anymore. This is all normal things going on. I haven't been able to sleep very well. When I do sleep, I have bizarre dreams, which are processing what's being healed in my brain because of the shifts and the work that I've done in the past. So if you are feeling this and you are seeking help, you can go right down here in the links and find toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on contact and send me an email and tell me what's happening for you. And I will reach out to you and we can do a consultation to see if I can help you. And I don't charge for that. I do charge for appointments, but not for consultations right now. Okay, so let's see. Our first sign is Leo. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. I know, keep my day job, right? Anyway, so Leos, what's going on for you? Let's pull a card for you. Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to go over here to this other deck and pull a little helper card. So I appreciate you all jumping on tonight. For those of you that are watching live, I normally, like I said, write out the collective consciousness reading and put it into the email, my emailing list for those people only, and I don't go public with it except for these videos. But today I figured with what's going on, I'm going to include all the juicy details of what's happening on our planet August 5th of 2023. All right. Here we go. Okay, so the card for Leo for the next 7 days, forecast and outlook, is commitment. So Leos, you probably have not been very committed towards taking care of yourself, towards your health. You're all, big and prideful and want to take care of everybody else and, lead the way and be the hero, be male or female. And you're noticing that your get up and go is kind of got up and went, or it's just not there. You feel like you're fumbling and struggling all the time. That's because you need to become more committed and make a commitment to your health, to make a commitment of taking care of yourself. It's not selfish. If you don't take care of you, how can you take care of others? All right. And the support card for that is go the distance. So you've got to go the distance. I know sometimes Leos, especially visionaries, we like to get things going and we start projects and then we don't finish them. And we're just like, oh, you do this, do this. I've got more things to invent or more things to think about. Well, this time you're going to have to carry it the distance. And that does make sense based on where we are in space and time. All right, Leo, that is your reading. We're going to move on in order. The next one is Virgo. Coming up, Virgos. Soon it will be your birthday. All right, and Virgo. Wow. Okay, the chess game. Talk about amazing. So the chess game means you're on the board as a Virgo, and you may or may not know what your next move is, but you may be taking a little bit too long to make up your mind because these energies that are just popping like popcorn all over the place, they're not going to wait for you. You got to run, run, run. You're kind of like that guy in the video game where he's running along and behind him the ground is dropping out, and if he doesn't run fast enough he's gonna fall into the abyss. So take your time in making your decisions for long lasting decisions and put yourself into a place where you can afford the time. Otherwise, you're going to have to keep up with what's going on in the collective consciousness. And your support card for that is fork in the road. So if you're at a fork in the road and you're trying to figure out strategically, Virgos, where to go, you may have trouble between one decision and the other because they'll both feel equally weighted. You have to pick one and just trust the universe is going to support you and move forward. All right. Excuse me. Need to drink more water to talk about self-care. Okay. So the next one that we have reading for is Libra. All right, Libra, you also are getting the commitment card. So Libra, take some time to really weigh the heaviness in your life. So you may feel overwhelmed. There's too many things to deal with. I don't know what to do next. It feels like you may be more detail oriented right now. And then you think, I can't handle it all, so I'm going to have to let go of the details. But you don't want to let go of the details. Let's see what your support card is. Ha, TikTok. TikTok. So Virgo, that means that time's a ticking and you've got to make some decisions. And again, that goes along with what's happening now. You know, how many of you feel like you have overwhelm out there and just things are coming so fast and things are coming from this direction and that direction and you don't know how to make up your mind and you don't know how to handle it and you don't know if you make up your mind if something's going to change in the next minute or the next hour. That is the normal way of things. All right. Let's go now, excuse me, to Scorpios. Scorpios. Okay. Did I miss Libra? Uh-oh, I missed Libra. Sorry, Libras. Let's see what's going on for you. I have got, right now, my mind is thinking about what I have to do after this video. I'm also talking to people's angels and guides because I know when people watch this, that they're going to need to hear certain things. So I asked the angels and guides to give me different perspectives to talk about and different things to say so that the people that are going to be watching, yes, they know you're going to be watching even before you get here. So that's what I'm thinking about. Plus, I didn't get enough water today. All right, here we go. No, I just did Libra. Oh, DJ, thank you. I told you my mind is just all over the place trying to channel. So thank you. Thank you, DJ. I really appreciate that. All right, and Queen, good to see you. All right, so let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're watching, I have in my office two guides. I have one that's a tall being on this side. It's for a male, 35 years old. So if you happen to be watching, this is for you to know that he is there. He stands with you with the decisions that you're making. He says, don't give up. He wants you to let go, but not give up. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now maybe I can stay on track. Okay, Scorpio. Woo! Increscent moon. Guess what we have right now? We have the increscent moon. So now is your time, Scorpio. Now is your time. Let me get some support cards on what it's time for. Okay, I'm getting the never-ending story card. which means you may be caught in a loop right now. You feel like you can't get out of it. It's over and over. Whatever the story is that's happening around you and to you is not necessarily your story. You just haven't removed yourself from the situation yet. So if you're having this never-ending story, it's time for you to take some action, some thoughtful consideration and some action, especially between now and the next 5 days, because we have the full moon on August the 1st, which had the craziness going and the weird dreams. Then on 8/8, notice the two infinity symbols, we have the third quarter moon. So that's going to put you like almost in between two spaces. So you want to get ready for that. And then the 16th, we're going to have the new moon, which is going to take us even further. So this is a bit like a game of run, 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 and then next level, and run, 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 and next level. And, you know, you've got three little guys or three little energy things, and you're eating through them very quickly. You've got to go, you too have got to go the distance. This is the second time I shuffled these cards. It's amazing how they resurface. So you've got to go the distance in making your decision and getting out of this story that you keep repeating over and over and over again. And I'm going to recommend to you, Scorpios, that you go down here on YouTube, and there's a link in the description for toolsofenergyprotection.com, but there's also a link to my Facebook page. And on there, I did a free guide for Lionsgate about the 4 pillars of manifesting. And it talks about getting out of these never-ending stories and exactly how to do it step by step. The other card you got is Poised. So to all the Scorpios out there, you are in the right position right now. If you get out of the story that you've been telling yourself and you go the distance to change to something different, you have the support that you need to do whatever it is you desire. Whatever your hopes or dreams are, this is your time. Okay? Next, Aries. Oops, wait just a moment. I skipped some people. I know I skipped some people. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius. There we go. Sagittarius. I have to get my list out. So Sagittarius, coming up in November and December, there's going to be a huge change in the world scene. You're going to see some countries that are going to fall away, be absorbed by other countries. And you're going to see some countries that are going to step into fulfillment of their divine nature. So some countries are going to step a little bit more forward in what they're doing. It won't really affect the world scene, but they'll step up. They'll become more powerful, even with their small bit of power. And they'll have dominance over some of the bigger people because of some hooks they have in them. Just so you know, that's going to happen when it comes around your birthday. All right, Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius now, I love it. More angels coming in my room today. All right. So, Sagittarius. Whoa. Back up, Sagittarius. You have the Will, Wisdom, and Mind card. Look at this. The Mind, Wisdom, and Will card. Do you see how there's three little shapes kind of coming together there? So I've studied this card. Basically, what that means is that the Sagittarius star sign right now has the most opening to bringing in divine love and divine nature. That's awesome. And considering what I saw in my mind that's coming up around your birthday, good idea for you to get on board. That way you'll know what's real and what isn't real and how to move forward in your life. So make sure that you get on with that. Your support card is Deeper Knowing. So I'm going to say to all of the beautiful Sages that you come forward, whether you come forward and take one of my classes or somebody else's, and you begin to develop your gifts from wherever you are. If you've been working on your spiritual gifts 2 days, fine. 2 years, fine. Time to step it up. The world needs you. You Sagittarians have a particular flavor. They have a particular style of being, and there's nobody like them. You've got to step up down. Okay. Capricorns. Hi, Heidi. All right, Queen. Are we on caps now? Woohoo! I love it. Thank you so much. You are awesome in helping me. This morning, I had a 1-hour training, which you can find on my Facebook page until Tuesday. Today's August the 5th, 2023. It's a free training about Lionsgate and how to manifest. It's the secrets that if you haven't been able to manifest up until now, go get it. Like I said, it's free and it'll be up until this Tuesday at midnight. After that, I'm going to start selling it because it's very valuable information. I wanted to get it out now, though. All right. Yeah, Queen, I love you. You're helping. I love it. Thank you. Should get you to do this on a regular basis. All right, Capricorns. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Capricorns. Paths unknown. Do you see this? So, Capricorns, I'm going to be funny for a minute. If you feel like you're running around with your hair on fire, not literally, but figuratively, and you're like, my hair is on fire, and this is going wrong, and that's going wrong, and oh, this and oh, that. I'm telling you, you've got to switch your thinking, Capricorns. Now, if you're not, and you're more chill and centered and peaceful and loving, no worries. But for those of you that are still struggling with manifesting health, or perhaps you're having financial problems, something to that extent, then now is your time. Paths unknown. It's time for you to branch out and do something different than what you've been doing. And right now, the universe is going to support you 100% because that's where the universe is at. Okay, I'm pulling your support cards. Too funny. All right. So first you get paths unknown, which this is telling me you all need to go in a different direction than you've been going and know that the universe has you. It has you. And as long as you are in line with that, you're going to get what it is you choose or desire. All right. Next one. Come to the edge. Okay. So, excuse me. Sorry. Dusty in here. Come to the edge. So come to the edge means that you have finally come to a place. Here you are. You have unknown paths. And if you come to the edge of the unknown in time, you will find a new place. It said no place like home. It came upside down. So that means you're looking for a new place in your life. But you've got to sequence it and stay up with what the universe is showing you and blessing you with. The universe is bringing things to you. Don't push it away. Okay? But come on out. Quit hiding. Paths unknown. That's amazing. So you all are really poised to take great leaps and bounds and steps forward in your life. How exciting is that? The stars aren't aligned, keeping you held back. They're like, come on. All right. So now, all right, Queen, where are we at now? She's been helping me. I love it. Now on Aquarius, I really appreciate you want to reach out to me on toolsofenergyprotection.com. Click on contact and send me an email saying, hey, this is Queen. Oh, thank you. All right. So now we're looking at Aquarians. You know, Aquarians are just the most beautiful people. When they're centered and balanced and loving, Aquarians, there's just something about them. They're so solid and they're so fluid at the same time. I don't know how you do it, Aquarians, but you do. All right, so what's coming up for you is called the Muse. So the Muse is generally somebody who, who brings you joy or pleasure in a way that you create. So if I'm an artist and I meet somebody and all of a sudden I'm painting and just really happy and joyful, they were my muse. And so life right now, you're looking for the things that bring you pleasure and happiness and propel you forward. Okay, you still have to, they say you still got to chop the wood and sweep the floor. So you still have to pay the bills. You still have to deal with unpleasant things, you know, just being in the 3D world. However, you also have to look for the things that are going to bring you pleasure, amuse you, to move you forward in space and time. And I'm also getting Archangel Gabriel. So what that tells me is you all asking for angelic help, you know, maybe to show you the way, to light the way, to protect you is really, really super important for Aquarians. And I can imagine that because, like I said, you all are solid and fluid at the same time, which is amazing. It helps you to move forward. So there may be some things coming up that aren't so lovely and pleasant. And you're going to need a little help. All right, we're going to go ahead and close out the Aquarians. And now we come to Pisces. My faves. Some of my faves. I love Pisces. They're awesome and amazing. Okay, so Pisces. Right now, balance, the balance card. Balancing your life, your fun, your happiness, your joy, your peace, your breathing in and out every day, and life itself as far as we know on this planet, like, you know, taking out the garbage, paying the bills, and all that. You've got to stay balanced. Got to stay balanced. Sometimes we have a tendency to go too far one direction or another. Maybe we overindulge. Maybe we don't take care of things in business like we could have, should have, would have, ought to. Here is your support card. So this is loyal heart. So what that tells me about the Pisces right now is that you've got to stay in balance in your relationships. Stay in balance with your relationships. With all this stuff going on, like things flying like popcorn is what it feels like to me. You have a relationship with yourself. Don't forget that. How you relate to yourself will come out in how you relate to others. And safe boundaries. If other people are not relating to you in a way that you desire for them to relate to you, time to take care of that. Draw safe boundaries for yourself. All right, we're going to go ahead and close that out. And now we're getting to the Aries. Woohoo! My beautiful Aries, how are you all doing tonight? All right, Aries, quit being so serious. So the message for Aries is to quit being serious and so literally got to loosen up a little bit because we're going to be going through a tumultuous time. And if you've ever been in a car on a dirt road that, you know, a gravel road in the country like I have, the car goes like this or your truck goes like this and everything in it shakes. If you've got some nut or bolt that's tight, and it's going like this down the road, it's going to loosen it as you go. Much easier, not with a car and nuts and bolts, but much easier to be loose. So instead of jiggling back and forth like this, you can do this, okay? I know, Aries, that's a challenge for you all. You have a tendency, being fiery like the Leos, to want everything on the straight and narrow. You want to be the leader. You want to be in charge. But Your card is here and now. You've got to focus on the here and now. Okay? That was an easy one. I didn't have to pull but one card for you all. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Oh, Aries, be careful with financial situations this month. You want to double check all your credit card statements. Make sure that nobody's taking money from you that doesn't need to be taking money from you. Probably want to cut back on some expenses too. Don't worry about it. If you have to cut back on expenses, people will understand or they won't. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Now we're going to go to Taurus. Beautiful Tauruses. All right, let's see what's going on here. Taurus, where are you at? I love it when I don't have to shuffle and my guides tell me what number card to go to. Okay, here we go. So Taurus, what I'm getting for you is community. It's time for you to create a sense of community and to allow others to support you in whatever your venture is. Not codependency, but just support, nurture, rah-rah, that kind of thing. And it's also time for you to breathe. So Taurus says, take a step back, allow community to help you. Don't feel like you have to do everything all by yourself. And breathe. Pretty simple message for you all. So also be careful in your love life or your relationship. If you haven't stepped in to your relationship in a while emotionally, it's time to do that. Check up and see where things are. You really, really, really need, although I don't like the word need, I would really encourage you to step forward in your emotional relationships and just make sure that they're doing okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out Taurus. Where are we? I try not to make these things too long. Whoops. Night with a special message. We're going a little bit longer than 6 minutes. You're welcome. Okay, so Gemini. Thank you, Queen. Gemini. Gemini, what I'm hearing in my head is that you're standing on the top of a hill and you feel full, like you're so, you're standing on top of a hill. Maybe you've had enough in this life, you've put up with too much, and you just feel very full of whatever you've been experiencing. And it's time to appeal to a higher power. So if this is your rising, Gemini, if you have another star sign, your Gemini rising or just Gemini, it's time to give your cares and your worries over to a higher power. That doesn't mean you sit back and say, here, Spirit, take care of it for me. What the image I saw was that you were at the top of a hill and you were just so full. And I know over the last couple of months, I've experienced where I'm just so full of other people's poo-poo. I just like, seriously, take that somewhere else. Don't bring it to my doorstep because it's not my issue. But yet they want to make it my issue and then they drop it at my doorstep and they run. Not literally, but figuratively. And I'm just like over it. So that's why I was asking my guides, how do I manifest in a time like this when I felt I'm so overwhelmed right now? And that's when they gave me the 4 pillars of manifesting that I looked and I haven't seen anybody else teaching or anybody else presenting. So if you will go down here in the description on YouTube, just click down there if you're on the TV, and you'll find the link to my Facebook page. Might have to type it in somewhere else if you're on YouTube. And I put the 4 pillars of teaching, or 4 pillars of manifesting on Lionsgate, during Lionsgate. You can use it after that, and it's going to be free training. The video's there. You can look at it. You don't have to give me your email address. You don't have to sign up for anything. And there's a downloadable workbook there as well. And it will be up until Tuesday at midnight. Today is August 5th, 2023. So why not go get it? It is an hour, but we go through each one of the steps and we fill out the workbook together. And then we talk about it so you can understand it. And that's free and available. And after Friday or Tuesday at midnight, I'm taking it down. And I'll start charging people for it. It's something that I channeled from my guides, and I started using it a couple weeks before Lionsgate, and it worked. I'm like, woohoo, this is awesome. So I couldn't wait to share it with all of you, my beautiful peeps out there watching. So I appealed to a higher power. Sorry, I got off track there. So Gemini, time to appeal to a higher power for some assistance. To get some assistance from a higher power. It doesn't mean they carry you. It doesn't mean that they run your life. It means that they help you, like with the 4 pillars they gave me. So I'm like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you very much. Woohoo! And now, they're singing in my head some song from the 70s. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. I won't sing it. All right, Cancers, my beautiful Cancers. I have a lot of Cancers in my life. Don't know why, but most of my loving, fabulous friends, with the exception of one lady I love very dearly in my life, lots of Cancers. I must need their energy for something. Mutual exchange, my guides say. All right. So here we go. Wow. They told me the first 4 cards were your reading. Number 1, co-create. So Cancers, don't try to do it all by yourself. Cancers are generally not leading edge leaders, but they are leaders. So you give them an idea and they can take you to the finish line. So right now for the next week, co-creation is so important. So pull other people in to help you and get it done with like a group, not managing them, but like a group. Okay, the next one is building blocks. That goes right along with co-creation. So step by step, bit by bit, please do not get into overwhelmed Cancer. You can't handle it. None of us really can, but Cancers especially. They'll shy away from it and won't get the job done. So, make sure that you take it step by step and get the building blocks you need, which means you may need other people. Don't know. All right, the next card for the Cancers is why. So if you're asking yourself, why is Spirit doing this to me right now? Why is the world the way it is? Why can't I make more money? Why can't I find a better loving relationship? Why am I having health issues? You're asking a lot of questions right now, Cancer, and that's good. Seek the answers. Seek the truth. Ask and it is given. Seek and you will find. That is your strength, and you're going to need it. Because in a couple of months, people need to have their poo-poo in alignment. All right, and then imagine. Imagine, that's the last card for Cancer. So just allow your imagination to come in so you can co-create with other people. You can use the building blocks to get there step by step. Question a lot of things and find out the truth, the love, and the light. And then imagine the finish line and see it coming into fruition. Okay? That's the best thing right there. So, Queen, I think we're done. We started with Leo, so we should be all good, right? I just love it. Somebody helping me out tonight. It's been a very long day, and I've just been amazing, the work that I've done today, but it's been pretty much a 12-hour day. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it to a close. I would like to tell you again that I help spiritual seekers who are ready to come out of the chaos and discover the power within themselves. I also read Akashic records. And so if you are seeking a direct path to dumping depression, if you want to eliminate low self-esteem, and you want to feel peaceful, powerful, and more loved, then go over to toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on contact. If you're ready to have a session, just click on sessions and find a time, and we'll get together. We'll clear some energies. We'll come into a space of love, lots of hugs, and you can do it on Zoom like this, or the phone, or you come see me in person. I do have some in-person appointments. But anyway, that's the collective consciousness reading. Thank you for holding on so long. Big hugs and kisses to each and every one of you. And Queen, I expect to hear from you soon. Have a good night.